Okay, well, welcome to our webinar. Today we're talking about the business plan. This is part 2 of our 3-part series. Last month we had a great webinar about turning your ideas into a business. We are now heading into that second phase, the business plan. This webinar was developed to help you understand what a business plan is and why it's important to have one. This is perfect for those that are just starting up, those thinking about creating a business, or current business owners that just want to rebrand. Over the next 30 minutes, Dee and I are going to talk about what a business plan is and the steps to take to create that plan. We are providing you with a business plan outline that you can print out and use as a guide when you're ready to begin your journey. You'll find that in your handout section as a thank you for attending our live presentation today. We're so glad you're able to join us, so let's get started. First, we always take time to do a brief introduction of ourselves, so let's begin. My name is Pam Leverins, and I'm the owner of Balanced Numbers Consulting Services. I started my business part-time in 2009 and decided to make it a full-time venture in 2014. After holding management positions in both the education and health fields, as well as administrative and accounting position in the financial field, I decided to run for political office in my town. I held the position of tax collector for nearly 13 years. I've also been actively involved in my community since 1991, and I've held several positions of Girl Scout leader, Boy Scout co-leader, library treasurer, board member of the Lions Club, as well as vice chair and chair of several different organizations. I love to give back to my community, and I enjoy helping in any area that I can. With my business, I enjoy helping small business owners to get their operations up and running, organizing and defining their roles and duties, and assisting them in managing their daily activities, basically creating a sensible work-life balance. In my capacity as a business coach, I can guide you through the process of setting goals, keeping you on task, and supporting your successes. My passion is to see entrepreneurs flourish by giving them needed support, saving them time and money, and allowing them the freedom to grow their business. I love to help others, and I truly care about successful outcomes, organized processes, and generally getting people to feel comfortable in their business operation roles. When I'm not working, I spend time with my family or travel around the country with my husband. In my spare time, I love to read, hike, bake, and dabble in photography. Coming from a family of entrepreneurs has been a crucial factor in helping me grow my business. My family continues to help me stay focused on my goals. Now here's Dee to tell us more about herself.
Thank you, Pam. Hi, I'm Debra Schneider, aka Virtual D. I'm a creative admin guru that helps small businesses and entrepreneurs in all phases of their business. My goal is to assist my client with day-to-day tasks and help them check things off their to-do list so they can focus on growing their business. My specialty is administrative services, graphic design, HR, and operations management. I bring over 15 years of experience as a small business owner with a hands-on operation to my clients. As a former UPS store franchisee, I grew a business from the ground up, starting at 0 customers and 0 sales. I survived a corporate buyout that yielded a brand change for my business, a business relocation of my store, the recession of 2008, and a storefront rebuild after a car drove through it. I held a seat on the board for the local Chamber of Commerce for 6 years, with my final duty as the chair of the executive committee. I've served on the United Way board, volunteered as a parade coordinator for an annual town festival, and helped organize several annual charity runs. I'm a self-starter, determined, detail-oriented, task-driven, and love to help customers. I strive to not only meet but exceed my clients' expectations with a customized approach to helping them meet their goals. In my spare time, I'm a wife and a mother of 2. I love to golf, run, hike, and seek new adventures with my husband and children. The most important things in life are to teach my children by example to live, laugh, and love, and on occasion, sneak away to the beach.
I am with you on going to the beach,
Right?
especially today.
Would be a great day.
Oh, it would be a terrific day. It is very, very cold and icy here in New
Yes.
England. So,
Yes. Pam, do we want to launch a poll before we get started with the business plan?
we do. I'm trying to figure out why I cannot see your screen.
Oh, you can't see my screen?
No,
Well, let's do
it could
this.
just be me. Oh,
Have you not been seeing
oh,
my
now I
screen?
can see it. Okay.
Oh, have we not seen my screen this entire time?
I, I just, oh my goodness, I'll tell you.
Oh my. Sorry
We make
about
a
that.
great team.
How many times we've done this forever?
Oh, I tell you. All right, so now we're going to try to launch a poll. Let's see what happens because one of us can see it and the other one can't. I launched one that says, do you currently have a business plan?
Perfect.
So I am just going to put into the chat box, please let us know if you can't see the poll or the presentation. How's that?
It looks like, yeah, I off air. Oh, okay. Well,
Well, maybe we can't see. Well, that's okay.
that's all right.
All right. Well, we will go on, and Dee's going to let us know what a business plan is.
All right. And you can see my screen, correct?
And I can see your screen now.
Perfect. All right. Well, let's start this off. What is a business plan? The simplest definition comes from entrepreneur.com. A business plan is a written description of your business's future, a document that describes what you plan to do and how you plan to do it. Your business plan will act as a document that you will use often for things like funding from financial institutions, searching for capital from investors, and it could even be used to attract top talent in your employee and management searches. The business plan will be a thorough document that will portray your vision for your company to others, or an important internal guide used for helping you through all levels of structure that will need to be addressed in the formation of your business. It's a series of questions and answers that will form a checklist to help you bring your document to life. I know when we started our first business 17 years ago, we needed our business plan for our SBA loan. I had no idea what I was doing, and of course there was no Google to ask either. My husband and our business partner at the time both had experience writing a business plan in college, so we used what resources we had and put it together. It basically boiled down to us asking ourselves a lot of questions and filling in the answers that led us to our structured document. Fortunately for you, there are many great resources and free versions of business plans available to you. For attending this webinar today, we've created a business plan outline that if you follow, it will provide you the bones of your business plan. We'll begin with the following list of tasks that will be the beginning research for you to do before you start writing. The first thing you'll want to start with is a clear set of goals and objectives. I spoke of the importance of goals and objectives in our previous webinar, how to turn your ideas into a business. If you haven't listened to it, you might want to go back and do that at this time. This is where the goals and objectives that you have set then will come into play. Next, you'll want to research your customer. Know as much information as you can about your target market, who they are, what is their age, where and when they will be buying, At this time, you'll also want to know and understand your competitors. Research those companies. What are their specialties? What did they bring to the market? And calculate how you'll set yourself apart. Now I will challenge you again to use an analyzing technique called SWOT. SWOT is simply an acronym that stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. This exercise will challenge you to think about pros and cons of your business and how you intend to address them, in addition to the potential for growth and proof that your business model is sustainable, and it also a means for you to learn how you could avoid business failure. Next is research to determine what capabilities you'll need to succeed. This step is going to be a critical step for many pieces of the puzzle. Knowing what kind of systems you'll need in place, software that you might need to be most effective, and for you to understand what additional training that you might need in your field to properly position yourself for success. This also will lead you into addressing what you will do that will add customer value to set yourself apart from the competition. Financial homework must also be included on this list of tasks. You want to do plenty of researching from starting income, price points for service and products, expenses, cost of goods sold, and even requirements for space and equipment. This will help you gain a stronger understanding of the viability of your business idea and potentially improve your place in the market. Lastly, create for yourself a plan B and a plan C. Make sure that you can envision a couple of different forms that your company might take on. If your vision for plan A just isn't viable, you may need to go back to the drawing board, dig a little deeper, and create a slightly different version of your business idea. The most important part of this process, again, is going to end with you having a written document. I truly believe in the magic of writing down your ideas, intentions, goals, and objectives, and your business plan. Items that are written down are valid, have more self-worth and meaning, and easily give you a visual to reference back to often. Of course, the business plan will be a required written document, but with Pam's 7 simple steps that she's going to talk to you about next, I know it'll be a much easier task to undertake. And so without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to Pam. I think we're going to run a poll if we can again attempt. And then Pam's going to talk to us about the steps.
Okay, let me try one more poll here. See if this is working. I guess maybe our computers just don't want to cooperate with us today. I don't know what's going on. All right, I'm going to give it a couple more seconds. And yes, okay. Sorry, I guess I should have told you what poll I was launching there, Dee, so you'd know, but I am glad to see that everyone has figured out what makes their product or service unique, because that's very, very important.
Awesome.
All right, so now we're going to get on with the steps to writing your business plan. The first step is the executive summary. This includes clearly defining your goals and objectives for your business. Under this section, you want to clearly summarize your mission statement, or what some call a vision statement. This will describe what your business does, the product it produces or the service it provides, who the product or service is for, and the unique business characteristics. It should also include the values of the management team, or if it's just you, then what you value. What is it that you want your business to achieve? Be specific in terms of the time and money that you're willing to invest, and also take into consideration the risks involved. Set a timeline for when various steps will be achieved. Remember from last month's discussion, as you achieve those steps, give yourself a reward. Lastly, in this executive summary portion, list out what you need to succeed. Is there something specific that must happen? If that means you must sell 100 products by day 7, then include that on the list. Organization and management is step 2. I break this into 2 pieces. First, the business structure. Choosing a business structure is choosing the foundation of your business. This is the legal structure you select for your company. It will affect how much you pay in taxes, the amount of paperwork your business has to maintain, the personal liability you face, and your ability to raise money. Common plans include sole proprietorship, a limited liability company, a partnership, a C Corp, or an S Corp. This is a critical step that every business owner faces. We will go more in depth on this business structure during our March webinar. The second part of this is the actual management and organizing your roles and processes. Once you choose your business structure, you'll want to take time to think about the management piece. This is super important if you plan to have employees. Will you need supervisors? Do you need a business manager, or will you be the acting manager? You will need to put into place an effective communication process, learn how to balance schedules, stress, personnel, set duties and responsibilities, choose an accounting system, control conflict, build a team. The list is endless. The third step is funding. Questions to ask or think about are, how will you fund your business? Do you have startup money? Will you need startup money? Where will this money come from? Are you willing to take a loan, or do you have investors? What is your desired debt? How much can you reasonably handle? What level of performance will your business aim for? You should have targets for the next year, 2 years, and 5 years. The company description is the fourth piece. What do you do, and how are you different? Make a list of the assets you have, including land, building, and equipment. Your company description should include things like the history of your business, what products or services you offer, your target market, your resources, how you will solve problems, and what makes your business unique. Write this profile as if it were going to be the About My Company profile on your webpage. This profile describes the overall business plan, but in a shortened version. Fifth is your service or product. What is it that you are offering? Explain in detail everything that you are selling. Talk about things like, how is your product unique? How does your product compare to others in quality and price? Are you excited about your product? Is there a clear market for your product? Can you sell your product? How does the product improve your customer's life? What does your product achieve for the customer? For a product or service to succeed, it must be the right product, being sold at the right time, to the right customer, in the right market. It also has to be produced and sold by the right company and the right people. Ultimately, you decide if this is the right product or service. There's lots to think about here. Number 6 is all about the marketing analysis and sales. How will you sell your service? What are your marketing plans? This is an area that takes a bit of thought and planning. This is something we went over in our January webinar as an area to research before even choosing your business path. Now you need to examine the market more intensely. Identify what segments of the market have growth potential. What customer need is the market currently not fulfilling that you may be able to? What are the trends that you see? Are there any political or legal issues like environmental laws or inspections that you need to face? The next part of this is identifying who your customers will be and what you can sell that solves a need. Will it be difficult to get customers? What platform will you be using for marketing? Social media, print advertising? There's lots of different methods. Lastly, how much will marketing cost? In this part of the business plan, you want to include strategic plans and objectives for marketing your products. This would include things like introducing new products or services, geographic references to where you will target your sales, bundling products or services together, and how you will achieve all of that. Focus on the what and the why of marketing and how it will all be implemented. Planning out this step is crucial to your overall marketing technique, including the costs involved. Lastly is financial projections. You need to know how to create a budget and stick to it the best way you can. You need to project your expenses, and you need to figure out how much you need to make. As I spoke about in the third section, funding, you'll need to figure out how your business will be funded, or if you even need funding. You also need to develop a cash flow budget with spending limits. What procedures will you use for monitoring your overall business performance? What will be your target for the next year, 2 years, or 5 years? You should use financial performance standards to monitor the overall business. Having a contingency plan is a wise idea. If for some reason you cannot follow through with the primary plan, having at least one backup plan is key here. I would suggest talking with a financial planner, a CPA, or an accountant, because they will be able to assist you with creating the financial pieces that you cannot do on your own. And those are the 7 steps.
Nice. Very good.
And let's see, we want to do one last poll here. Are you ready to start or change your business plan? Nice and simple and hopefully everybody is on board with a business plan. Let's see. And yes, they are. Awesome.
Right.
Good.
Very nice.
All right.
Okay. At this time, I am going to speak of a few of the reasons that you will need to update your business plan. So you've done all the work, you've put together this great document, you've got your funding. Great, you're done, right? Well, not exactly. There are some occasions that will warrant the need for your business plan to be updated, some of which may include a new financial period. That comes around faster than you may think, so be prepared to update often. Your business will evolve and your needs will change, so someday you may need additional funding for new equipment or expansion. Banks and lenders may have reporting requirements that mandate that you provide an updated business plan as changes are incorporated. A new product or service launch may take place, or even a new technology may come to the marketplace that will require an update to the document. Changes in management could also be enough reason to dust off the cobwebs and get it updated. Growth is what we all wish for. Maybe your company needs to expand beyond your home office or garage, and your operation needs a new address. A significant change or shift in the market could also require updates to your plan. Think of the development of the internet age. All the big box stores and retailers needed to create their online presence, which was a major shift in how they had traditionally done business. It required additional resources and funding to expand into an online world. And lastly, just for the fact that your original business plan has outdated or misinformation, let's face it, you don't know all the answers just starting out. You're going to learn a lot, but most of the startup process is going to be making some predictions and educated guesses. Eventually, you will have proven sales data to support an overhaul of your document. Whatever your reason, make sure you keep your business plan in the forefront of your mind to update when most business changes happen, so you are prepared to move forward in a proactive fashion and succeed.
Awesome. All right, so I am here to sum up our time together. And these are some of the top points to concentrate on while you're building your business plan. You want to have clear goals and objectives. You want to research your customer, your industry, and your target market. You want to know your competitors. You want to network with others in your industry because this is a great way to meet others and have someone to bounce ideas and questions off of. Dee spoke about the SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. She gave us some great ideas on how to apply the analysis when creating a business plan. And remember to always have at least one backup plan. Don't be afraid to update your business plan as needed. Dee gave us a list of reasons why you would want to update it. And lastly, take your time and ask for help when you get stuck. Use the outline that we have provided today along with your research when you're ready. Business plans can be complex, time-consuming, and a little bit overwhelming to tackle. But Dee has some great ways on the next slide that you can address this.
Building your dreams will be rewarding yet hard work to get off the ground. There are pieces of startup of your business that you won't know how to do. One of those for me was the business plan. You don't need to be an expert at everything to be an entrepreneur. So having a virtual administrator such as Pam or I to help you through the parts that you aren't certain of is important. We are highly skilled and specialized entrepreneurs just like you that can help you with your research, your business plan, your business structure, and even goal setting. Once you are up and running, we can help with the day-to-day office admin work and keeping you on track. You can trust us to do your busy work and keep track of details so you can focus on sales, growing your business, and client leads. Consider us as a source of energy that will keep you on task and keep you focused. With all that you have to do on your to-do list, we can help you with the beginning parts of your concept all the way through to creation pieces of your business plan and beyond.
Okay. So I want to remind everybody that the handout today is, I'm just double checking, yes, it is in the handout section, is the business planning outline that we talked about, and it is in booklet form, so hopefully that'll be helpful to you. And a quick reminder that our next webinar is Tuesday, March 7th, same time, 1 p.m. Eastern, and that's going to be on business structure. And this is the third and final in this series. And then I think we're taking a month off and then coming back, or we haven't really discussed all the details of that, but we'll definitely be returning with another three-part series.
Yes. Yes.
And then we always like to end our webinars with a quote, and this one we thought was really appropriate. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. And you'll see down at the bottom of the screen is our contact information. And that just about wraps up today's webinar.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. And thank everybody for attending.
Yes. Have a good day.